Well, crypto's back. Bitcoin in the trending box because it rallied back pretty hard. XRP dropped off a bit because all the other altcoins have responded just like I said they would. And XRP now just moving a little bit sideways, pulled back a little bit from the, what some people call the all-time high. I still I'm a big fan of the $3.84 for the reasons I've already talked about. But Ethereum not doing so well. Look at that little, taking the dump a little bit harder than the rest of them, right? I don't know. I don't think Ethereum is going to do that well this alt season. It's going to do well, don't get me wrong, but it's going to get outperformed vastly by all the other coins in its league. Yeah, Bitcoin, XRP, Solana, all those guys going to outperform Ethereum in my opinion. Look at the greed. Now we're back in greed at 66. That's always good to see. Greedy us. But XRP is still the star of the show. I know it's cooled off slightly to $3.11. That's even funny to say that $3.11 is considered a cooling off. That itself is an amazing thing. If you zoom out to a month, you can see there's this beautiful rally. And we're about to see bigger green candles in the next few days. I said in my previous video that I expected a bit of a cool off over the weekend because things cool off generally over the weekend. Bitcoin, Ethereum, everybody cools down. But this is no ordinary weekend. This is the weekend of the end of Gary Gensler as the chair of the SEC. So that may actually, bring a bull flag to the likes of XRP, Hedera, and the other coins. So much so that, apparently there's been a frenzy of ETF submissions. It's like ding dong, the witch is dead. Everybody get your, get your ETF applications out because everyone is expecting positive things to happen soon. New supposedly crypto-friendly chair of the SEC may be more inclined to basically approve more ETFs than the old one. Now, not that these guys are going to all get approved, but you've got to be in it to win it. There's all manner of Solana ETFs, there's even a Hedera ETF apparently, but more likely than any of these, of course, is an XRP ETF. So looking forward to XRP ETFs. That's going to bring a lot of liquidity to the XRP ecosystem. So expect some really big green candles from that. Another reason, which is also related actually to why this frenzy is happening, is the fact that people are expecting Donald J. Trump to issue some executive actions, if not the first day, at least the first few days of his presidency. And they expect it to be very, very crypto friendly ones, right? Specifically. So a crypto specific executive order or batch of executive orders that are crypto friendly to try and rebalance some of the last 4 years. So President-elect Donald Trump plans to sign an executive order after taking office that would elevate crypto status among the administration's other policy concerns. According to a Bloomberg Bitcoin skeptic, Trump has wholly embraced digital currencies in the last year, courting crypto voters by launching his own crypto venture, promising to establish a national Bitcoin reserve, and supporting a regulatory framework that's friendly to the industry. This is the important paragraph, right? The president-elect has already connected with various crypto executives in a sign of industry's newfound political influence. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse met Trump in person on January 7. The incoming president also spoke to Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong over the phone following the election in November. Trump has already made good on his campaign promises to elect a number of crypto boosters for positions in his cabinet and government agencies. These include tech billionaire Elon Musk to head the Department of Government Efficiency, and Paul Atkins, an experienced financial regulator and self-proclaimed libertarian, to chair the SEC. So as you see, we've got the four big hitters there. We've got Paul Atkins for the SEC, which is why everyone is submitting ETFs now, and which is why we can expect an ETF of XRP to be approved, or more likely to be approved anyway, and probably be the first to be approved of all these ones that are being submitted. And then we have Elon Musk. Everyone knows who he is, and he stands on crypto. And then we have, Brian Armstrong, whom President Trump spoke to. It doesn't say that he met with him. He spoke to him, but who met him in person? Brad Garlinghouse. Now, the importance of Brad Garlinghouse and Brian Armstrong meeting Trump in person or speaking to him in person is that they can relay to him something that he is very aware of and he would resonate with. And that is being persecuted in the legal system. All they need to do is show him what happened, and that would resonate immediately with Trump. And that might even push him to make executive choices that are even more bullish than would already be. If anybody in the political system of the United States can resonate with what's happened with Ripple, with the SEC, and Brian Armstrong, Coinbase with the SEC and the legal ins and outs, it's this guy here, Donald Trump, right? So basically, we now have this sort of Gary Gensler leaving, representing like the evil guy, and you have Brian Armstrong from Coinbase, and then you have Garlinghouse from Ripple, and you have Donald Trump. So expect massive things. And people have been putting a lot behind this sort of story. And that is going to drive FOMO, is going to drive institutional buy-in. And I'm telling you, the fact that a lot of ETFs are now being submitted, applications that is, means that not only the retail people are happy to be rid of Gary Gensler, the institutions are also happy to be rid of Gary Gensler. So the institutions have been watching, the banks have been watching, the investors in Wall Street has been watching, and they've been waiting for this moment, A, to submit their ETFs, B, to start buying. So the minute, Gary exits stage left, we are going to see an influx of institutional money and a whole bunch of green candles like we've never seen before. So not financial advice, your own research, but things are about to take off in a way that people are not going to believe. Now, I don't know if you've seen that clip of Donald Trump saying that he would never allow a CBDC in the United States. Now we have an administration that is bullish on crypto, but is negative when it comes to CBDCs. However, the digitization of the US dollar has to carry on one way or the other, right? As the entire global financial system is moving from the old school to the new school, the new system. And the United States will not be left behind. The United States dollar is already in danger of falling to things like BRICS, crypto, and all that sort of stuff, right? They need to bring the dollar into the 21st century, but they're not going to do it via CBDCs because the United States is a free country. So at least for now, they're anti-CBDCs. So they have two choices. They have to embrace stablecoins. In order to embrace stablecoins, they need to use a US-based company, right? They're not going to go straight to the decentralized world because the United States is not going to hand over the reins of power to the masses, right? They need company. They need a centralized body that they can control. It just is what it is, right? And not only must they be centralized and be a company, they have to be in the United States, all right? They're not going to choose a Chinese company, a Korean company, a South African company. They're going to have to pick a United States-based companies. So they have two choices. They have one that is backed by this guy here from Coinbase, which is Circle's USDC, right? Fully backed digital dollars, right? This is a US company that is backed by the US dollar. So that's one option. The second option, which is actually more likely, is the one backed sort of by this guy here, which is Ripple. So Ripple Labs and the RLUSD. It's understandable that, Circle's websites displays the USDC because that's their main product, right? But when you go to Ripple Labs that has several products, now the RLUSD is front and center. It's the first thing that you see. It's the first leg forward. And XRP for now has taken a little bit of a backseat in their PR, right? In their, on their website, in their advertising, how they project themselves. So this for now is their main business because, in my opinion, of what's about to be unleashed. So the United States dollar, the USD, I believe is going to be rescued and brought into the new age, so to say, by collaboration of United States companies led by Ripple Labs and the RLUSD. And I think that's why Ripple Labs is putting all of their energy behind it at the moment. And it makes it seem as though XRP is taking a bit of a backseat. But rest assured, whatever it is that RLUSD achieves, it needs XRP as a backing. It's minted. It needs the XRP ledger. It's going to expand RippleNet and the XRP ledger's ecosystem. And it's going to pump the heck out of the price of XRP. So not financial advice, do your own research. But get ready. We're in for some giant God candles on the XRP chart. I'll see you in the next video. Take care of yourself. Peace.